Hello gang, Merlin Don on the mic. Today we will talk about OP10, the pre-release event, and how to win this event. So you can find the information about the event in the official website of One Piece TCG, so English OnePieceCardGame.com, and as you can see here, you can find the period, when you can participate in this event, important information, the format that is allowed, the prize list, so the cards that you will take, like the winner card, application method, how can you create an application and how can you participate in such events, also how can you search for these events, everything that you need. Just go to the official page of One Piece. Without any further ado, let's dive in. So when the period, as we saw in this page, it's like 7 days. It's 1 week from March 14th until the 20th. Important information: if you purchase one booster box during this event period, then you will receive one additional release event pack. So if you buy one booster box during this period and the local store owner does not give you an additional release event pack, just show him that from the official page and you will take one additional release event pack for you. The format is either constructed or sealed, and this is something for the local store owner to decide and define. If you win this event, you will take this awesome card, and let me tell you what, this is a card that every single buggy player will want to play in the new format and in the upcoming formats, because even if this character cannot attack, it says if your leader is buggy, all characters with a cost of 3 or 4 cannot attack. So on play, and it has also an on play, play up to one cross skill type character with cost of 6 or less from your hand. When you participate, you will take such a booster, and you will also grab these two cards. So one of them is the buggy, just without the golden stamp winner, the normal card, and this Trafalgar Law leader. So this is not the leader that you get from the starter starter deck 10, but it's like the other version of it, because the original one was really overpowered. The best leaders for the pre-release: it is Yusa's Captain Kid, Bonnie, and Sanji. Yusa's Captain Kid is a green leader, 5 life, 5k attack power, and it can swing twice with 12k. Why? Because when you are at 10 turn, you just attach 7 turn to him, use your leader's ability, so you trash one card from your hand, and this restands. So you attack once, then you restand the character, the leader, excuse me, and then you attack once more. So what's the effect? You just rest 3 dawns, trash one card from your hand, and then you restand the character. So twice 12k hit, awesome. Jewelry Bonnie: in every single turn you get with a cost of only 1 dawn to rest one leader or character of your opponent. So that means that you just have 1 attack less in each and every turn. Really great leader. Green, 5 life, 5k attack power. Sanji, if you play this character, then you need to create a special deck, mostly focused on the vanilla characters. By vanilla characters, I mean characters like, let me show you this, which have counter always, no text here, so no ability or something like that, and then costs like 5 costs 7k attack power, 6k, 8k, 7k, 9k, 4k, 6k, and so on. And what the leader does is that in each and every turn, if you play such a character with no on-play effects, then this character gains rush, right? So you will try, if you play this leader, you will try to rush down your opponent to win the game. So the best cards that you can draw, the best cards, let's talk about these cards. So guys, the first one is Smoker. Smoker has banish. Smoker has banish, so that means that if you attack your opponent and he takes life, this card does not go to his hand rather than the graveyard. And it has also an activate main. You get to set one of your dons as active. So this is a really great activate main, and also the banish effect makes this card really strong. Trafalgar Law, you just reveal one supernovas type character from your hand, and in this format we have plenty of them, and then you add it to the top of your life face down, so you heal yourself, right? And then if your leader has a supernovas type, and let's go back to the leaders, uses Captain Kidd is a supernovas leader, Jewelry Bonnie is a supernovas leader, so you can combine this card with these two leaders, right? Then you also give one rested don to your leader. Uses Captain Kidd, it has an on-play, you rest the uses Captain Kidd, and then you trash one card from the top of your opponent life cards. So like a mini Big Mom, right? And in the end of every turn, you get to recycle one card. So you trash one and then you draw one. Other really good cards is the Kyros, where the Kyros has an on-play effect. You return one cost 5 or lower characters to its owner's hand, so you control the board. Frankie, it's a blocker, it has counter, it can attack, and it has also an on-KO effect that you get to play one of one cost 3 or lower Dressrosa type character from your trust. So this format has also many Dressrosa type characters, and you might just bring something for free from the graveyard. And Tcg can protect your Smoker if your opponent tries to KO this card with an effect, with a card like an event, right? And other than that, it's also 2k, and you can also attach one don to Tcg and attack with it. So such a great card. Luffy, it cannot be KO'd by effects once per turn, right? And then each time when you attack with this character, you can return 3 cards, or let me see, yeah, exactly, 3 cards from your trust to the bottom of your deck, and then your opponent, if he has 5 cards or more, then they get to trash one of his cards. And this card has also counter, so it's crazy in my opinion. Don Quixote Don Flamingo, it's just a big body. It gives you one don the end of your turn, so you ramp if you play this card on curve. And then if you have, by any chance, if the planets are aligned, you know, and you have in your hand a Don Quixote Rocinante or a Señor Ping, then you get to play him for free. So for 8 ton, you get a total value of let's say 13 ton. Don Quixote Rocinante, you can trash one event from your hand and draw 2 cards, which is awesome always. And we will have some events, right? And at the end of your turn, you just, if you have 7 or more dons, which you will have, you will set 2 of your dons as active. And that means that you will be able to play, for example, an event from your hand to defend yourself. 3 more cards that are really great. Basil Hawkins, on KO, you trash one card from your opponent life cards, and this is so great because your opponent will not want to kill this character if you play him, right? Because he will have to trash one of his life cards, which is huge. So this will stick on the field. Cavendish, 4-cost 6k. When attacking, you draw 2 cards and trash 1 card, so you have a free draw and recycling every turn. It's crazy. Ryuma, 4-cost 6k. When you attach 1 don to Ryuma, it has a double attack. Some people may argue here and say, okay, you give your opponent too many cards, but I will object here and I will tell you that if you play a card that has the attribute double attack, your opponent will sit his pants. Because if you manage to land 2 hits on him, he will be either at 1 or 0 life. And that means that in every single turn you can go for lethal, right? So I would play this card. The other category are the blockers. If you see the blockers, we will not go and talk about each one of them, but if you see a blocker, do me a favor, take this card. In this format, in this pre-release event, you will get, if you play the sealed format, you will go there, you will be given 6 booster packs. You will open them. Each booster pack has 12 cards, right? And then you will construct a deck that consists of 40 cards, right? So first you will go and see, do I have any of these best cards? If yes, then put them inside this 40 cards deck. Then you go to the blockers. Do I find any blockers? Just grab all the blockers that you can find. Put them in the deck. Then you go for the 2Ks. All 2K. So every single 2K that you will find, you will take it and you will put it in this 40 cards deck. And then you will go finally for the generally good cards. So these are the vanilla cards. You will put all the good vanillas in your deck, and then you will go and see for the events. And if you find the events, you will decide which vanillas you want to replace with events, right? And then you will have your deck. So let's talk about some of the events, because the vanillas are not worth mentioning, just it's just vanilla cards. About the events, this Kamakura is such a great defensive event, because you get, for the cost of 2 dons, you get plus 3k and you give minus 2k to an opponent character. Divine Departures, this is also the manga card in this format, if I'm not mistaken. You can counter that with, you can counter something for 1 don, you gain plus 3k power, or you can also use it as main and you can rest 5 dons. So including this, you need a total of 6 dons, right? So with the cost of 6 dons, you KO something with 8k power or less. This 5 cost law is a main and a counter, and you get to KO one of your opponent's rested, and I will tell it again, rested characters with a cost of 7 or less. Radio Knife is also another great event. Rest up to, you rest one of your opponents with cost 6 or lower, and then you KO one of your opponent rested 5 cost or lower characters. Bari Bari Pistol is also great, because you get to bottom deck 1 6k power or less character of your opponents. Liberation, Blackbeard's card, you get to KO 2 of your opponent's cards with 6 and 4 cost. Let's Mint in the New World, it is a counter, so for the cost of 2 dons, you get to, your leader gets plus 4k power, and if you are at 0 life, Then you get also to draw a card. And the two last event cards are the Damned Punk, where you, that's a main that costs 4 Dawn. You look at one card from the top of your opponent's life, and then you place it on the top of or the bottom. That's like Katakuri's effect. And then you KO one of your opponent's character with cost of 5 or less. Here I have the Divine Departure a second time, just to remind you how awesome this card is, because it does have a counter, a great counter for the cost of only 1 Dawn, and main with 6 Dawn you just KO something of 8k power or less. So guys, like we said, this is how you wanna play this. This is how you're gonna play, and your strategy in the pre-release event is always you try to establish as many characters as possible and as fast as possible and go for game. Try to control the board. It's really important. It's really important. So if you have, let's say that if you have to choose between life or board, you always go for board. Always go for board, because you will have a 5 life leader, so you don't care that much about your life, but you care about the board. And if you control the board, then your opponent will have to invest dons, not only to kill your board, but also to establish a new one for himself. So board and then life in the pre-release event. And as a simulation, let's see, there is a site, it's called OP10 and then you can go /pack simulator, and you will find that. So you will get random each time you reroll. Here you get random cards. I think it's a little bugged here, but I found a way to go around, I think. Let's try this. Let's try this one more, and here we go. So we have now random cards. So these are 6 packs, total of 12 cards. So we just copy that to clipboard, open our simulator, then we do import this deck, and let's say that this could be, for example, your opened boosters, you know. So let's see what we keep and what we don't keep. So we see now we have 72 cards. So the first thing that I will do is to go and throw away the leader, right? Then I will go and throw away this Punk Hazard, because I know that I do not need that. Then, did we see this card in the guide? No, we didn't. Did we see this card in the event? In our guide, let's see. Up to any of your characters or leaders gain 4k power. If you have 7 or more down the field, you get to draw 1 card. Okay, I might have forgotten to put this card, so we will keep this. So let's see, now we have 65. We need to go down a little bit. Do we need a searcher? We certainly don't need a searcher. Caesar Clown, I don't like Caesar Clown, because it's a 7/7, and then it has like you search about this smile in your deck, but yeah. So let's go and see. 3/4, I don't like this card that much. Let's see what does not have any counter. So 3/5 with no counter. 1/1, I don't want that as well. 2Ks, 1K, 1K. Let's see, 3/5 also without any counter. I just throw away the cards that do not have any counter. I will let that also go, I think. I don't need a searcher here. This card does not have any counter also. I don't care that we have many events. I like them a lot. I don't want Rebecca. I don't want a 2-1. So 8 more. Blocker, I will keep that. Let's see, 4-5. Okay, this is a candidate to go. 4-5. You're not active. Also a candidate to go. 2-2. Okay, but it's a 2k. We will keep it. 1-2. I don't want that. That's a blocker. I don't want that as well. 3-5 with counter, perfect. 2-2, but it has a counter and it's a blocker. That's a blocker. 4-5 on play. You rest a stage or leader with Destroza type. KO, blah blah blah. This is a candidate here. This Jesus, I will keep him. I will keep him because if you attach one don to him, he has a rush, and I don't care that he has no counter at this point. So we need to throw 4 more cards. Let's see. The Zero can KO something with 3 cost, and it's a 4-5. I will keep him. 3-0. He goes away. 1-0. Away. So we get rid of 2 more cards and then we're good to go. So do we need so many events? I would say maybe we do. Maybe we do, or maybe we don't. Let's see in last time what we have here, because we need to throw 2 more cards. And okay. Yeah, I will get rid of 2 of these events. Let's see here. I think this is good. And this is how you will construct your deck. So this is, for example, this is an example. And as you can see, I didn't find any awesome cards in this these virtual boosters, let's say, but I do have a chance to win. So let's see how many blockers we have. We have 1 blocker, we have 4 blockers, 6 blockers, 7 blockers, 8 blockers. We have 8 blockers, many events to defend ourselves, and how many 2Ks? So 1 2K, 2, 4, 5. So we found 5 2Ks also, and of course the rest are the cards. So we can also do one more simulation here just to see if we will find something else here. So we got these cards now. Let's see, without putting them in the simulator, what did we find? Did we find anything good? Did we find anything good? Yes. So this time we also have a user's captain kit here, for example. We have many vanillas. As you can see, it is also a matter of luck. You know, it's also a matter of luck, because if you get to draw the better cards, then you will also probably win. That being said, you also need to play correctly, right? Okay, guys. So you get the point here. 6 boosters, 40 cards. You construct a deck, and you will focus on finding these cards here. If you find one of these cards, you put them immediately in your 40 cards, blocker immediately, 2Ks immediately, and then you choose between your vanillas and your events, just like I did in this previous simulation, let's say. Okay guys, this was it for today. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope that I helped you just a little bit, and you can use this information, these tips and tricks, and I wish you the best of luck to win your pre-release events and be happy getting this winner card. Thank you all for watching. Peace guys. Until the next time. Bye.